Nintendo's 8-bit handheld certainly has its fair share of puzzle games these days, what with Tetris, Dr. Mario, Alleyway, Kirby's Pinball and Donkey Kong 94 to name a few, all providing bucket loads of entertainment for Jimmy public. But if, like me, your social life is devoid of meaning, your girlfriend has run off with the milkman, you have sucked up the cat with the hoover for the umpteenth time, and you only have a few cans of lager in the fridge, then there's always another puzzler to try and distract you whilst you wait for the Samaritans to answer your call. Yes, it's another let's create a variation on Tetris, stick Mario and Yoshi in it and try and make a quick cash type situation. Mario and Yoshi, the greatest double act since Phil and Grant Mitchell return, and must work in tandem to eliminate the never-ending enemy puzzle pieces by moving 4 stacks to create enemies of the same type to create eggs to destroy the stacks and keep the action flowing. But just like an episode of Neighbours with the invincible Mrs. Mangle surviving yet another fall, have we seen it all before, or can Mario and Yoshi finally be the game to take the #1 spot held by the almighty Tetris and be crowned king of Game Boy puzzlers? I spent a rainy Sunday afternoon with a copy of the game and the Super Game Boy to find out. Well, to start with, I think it's great how many times the Tetris formula has been modified, what with Sega's Columns and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine and Dr. Mario etc. following the same kind of formula. The premise is the same. Build, arrange and destroy a never-ending stack of puzzle pieces or enemies in this case. If you can get 2 of the same, then the stack depletes. Larger stacks can be depleted by finding 2 halves of an egg, put them together and hey presto, it all comes tumbling down. You carry on until one stack becomes too full and then rinse and repeat, and that's pretty much it here. The game does feature 2 modes of play, with one being a see how long you can last type situation and the other with the screen being full of enemies to start off with, which must be cleared to get to the next one. You can adjust the level and speed right from the go, which is a very nice touch, but there's little else here to really entice you in. Don't get me wrong, I love the idea of Mario and Yoshi having their own puzzle game. It's a great idea. The simplicity works really well, and just like a cup of tea and a pack of jammy dodgers from that bloke down the corner shop, it does have a certain addictive quality, and I did find myself enjoying the concept a little bit more than I liked, and there is some fun to be had here. Once you get into it and start moving and eliminating the stacks, it does keep you occupied for a little while. It kind of tries to do what Tetris does by stimulating the need to match enemies and to keep everything tidy whilst you try and control the chaos. The game does feel like a weaker version of Dr. Mario though, with Nintendo really grasping at straws to try and create another puzzle to wow the gaming public. Mario and Yoshi though is just way too simple and bare bones to really offer the player anything new to pique their interest. I mean, it's just another puzzle game trying to be Tetris but with Mario and Yoshi. I mean, I get that puzzles have to be simple, but there's really no incentive here to keep playing. It would have been good if Nintendo could have made this game a bit more like Tetris Attack on the SNES, or make it a full-on adventure game with a password system like Yoshi's Cookie. I mean, with a little bit of finesse, this could have been amazing. The graphics are serviceable for a Game Boy title and the controls are decent enough, but there's just not enough here to keep you playing. Again, it just does feel like a rush job on Nintendo's side. I can see what they were going for, but unlike my balding wit and charm, it just doesn't offer anything new, and Game Boy puzzle veterans will tire very quickly of it, and after a while it just becomes really boring. I think maybe younger children will enjoy it, but for older gamers there are tons of much better puzzle games out there to play. This could have been something really cool, if only Nintendo would have padded out the game a lot more. But I wouldn't go heading off to eBay to buy it, so stick with Tetris or many of the other puzzle games which do the formula much better than this game does. So, whilst I write a letter of complaint to Jimmy Nintendo to get my Sunday afternoon back, I'll bid you adieu and I'll see you next time for some more retro pap.